Carla Connor, Allison King, is about to receive a devastating revelation in upcoming Coronation Street episodes, one that will leave her spiraling into panic. Already battling immense challenges, the factory boss must now face a future that hangs in the balance. After surviving a traumatic robbery gone wrong that left her with a bleed on the brain, Carla finally found a sense of stability in her life. Her budding romance with DS Lisa Swain, Vicky Myers, has provided her with some much-needed comfort. But just as she was beginning to feel like herself again, she was hit with another devastating blow. Her kidney is failing, and she urgently needs a transplant. Carla's deteriorating health stems from a severe bout of sepsis, which caused irreversible damage to her kidney. With time running out, the search for a suitable donor became urgent. Bobby Crawford, Jack Carroll, eager to help his beloved sister, pleaded with their father, Rob Donovan, Mark Bayless, to step in. Despite years of estrangement and unresolved tension between Rob and Carla, Bobby was determined to bridge the gap for the sake of his sister's life. Initially, Carla was reluctant to accept Rob's help. Their history is complicated, marred by betrayal, secrets, and resentment. Trusting Rob, especially with something as crucial as an organ transplant, was a huge leap of faith, but with no other options in sight, Carla finally relented and allowed Rob to undergo testing to determine if he was a match. At first, Rob appeared willing to do the right thing. He assured Carla and Bobby that he wanted to help, but doubts began to creep in when cracks in his story started to appear. In upcoming scenes, Rob shares a passionate kiss with prison guard Mandy, an intimate moment that hints at a deeper scheme. As they whisper in hushed tones, Mandy pointedly asks if Rob still intends to follow through with his plan. Her words suggest that Rob's seemingly selfless act may, in fact, be a carefully calculated move. What exactly are they plotting? Could Rob be using Carla's medical crisis as a smokescreen for something far more sinister? The tension reaches a breaking point when Carla receives an urgent phone call. Rob has been rushed to the hospital after suffering a severe allergic reaction to antibiotics. Concerned for her brother's well-being and desperate for answers, Carla rushes to his side. However, unbeknownst to her, another plan is already in motion. While Carla is sent off in search of a consultant, Mandy seizes the moment. Taking full advantage of Carla's absence, she unlocks Rob's handcuffs. The weight of the moment is palpable. Will Rob and Mandy make a run for it as Carla's decision to trust her brother backfired in the worst way possible? Later in the week, Carla receives the call she's been waiting for. Rob is a confirmed match. Relief washes over her, but it is short-lived as panic quickly sets in. With the operation now officially scheduled, Carla wastes no time in visiting Rob, determined to ensure that he will follow through on his promise. However, Rob's reaction leaves much to be desired. Is he having second thoughts? Or is there something far more dangerous at play? The morning of the operation arrives, and Carla can barely contain her nerves. But just when it seems that salvation is within reach, the doctor delivers unsettling news. The surgery has been delayed. Carla's heart sinks. Her mind races with possibilities. Has Rob changed his mind at the last minute? Has he decided to leave her in the lurch, despite everything she has risked? As Carla sits in the hospital, anxiously awaiting updates, the weight of betrayal begins to settle over her. She has fought so hard, endured so much, and now, with her life on the line, she is forced to confront the reality that Rob may not be the savior she thought he was. Has Rob abandoned her in her greatest time of need? With her fate hanging by a thread, the clock is ticking. Will Carla survive this latest ordeal? Or will she learn the harshest lesson of all, that some people can never truly be trusted? One thing is certain. Coronation Street fans are in for an emotional roller coaster as Carla's story unfolds. As Carla sits in the hospital, racked with anxiety, every passing minute feels like an eternity. The thought of Rob backing out at the last moment gnaws at her. Was she foolish to trust him? Lisa tries to reassure her, but Carla knows better than to let her guard down. Rob has let her down before. Why would this time be any different? Meanwhile, inside the hospital, Rob remains eerily quiet. His eyes flicker with an emotion Carla can't quite place. Is it guilt? Regret? Or something much darker? When she finally confronts him, he smirks. You really thought I'd do this for free? He taunts. Then, just as she begins to process the weight of his words, alarms blare down the hospital corridor. Panic erupts as doctors rush toward Rob's room. Has something gone horribly wrong? Or is this all part of his escape plan?